dreams. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Fruity beauty, fat flex, but she shapes to be. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen. Ruling girl world like it's her scene. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Fruity beauty, fat flex, but she shapes to be. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen. Ruling girl world like it's her scene. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream. She tears down the walls with the wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw, leaving haters burned, exiled. Living each moment without a damn care. Streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign. Feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care. Streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign. Feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care. Streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign. Feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That is woman with the smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream.
Good morning from me and my mean smirk. How the hell are you? Are we at Wednesday now? Happy Wednesday. It's almost Friday, so there's that. The girl apocalypse is happening, you guys. So I'm very confused. When I was scrolling Twitter this morning, let's be honest. I go to Twitter for really everything. I just do. I saw supposedly that Hungry Fat Chick was demonetized, supposedly Glitter and Lasers. Who else? I don't know. They were naming all these people, but then you could still send super thanks to Hungry Fat Chick and Glitter and Hoo Ha, whatever her name is. So I don't think so. But Rosie was demonetized yesterday, and she wrote a whole novel, created a Patreon, charges an arm and a leg just to see her eat over there. I mean, that's really all she did on YouTube. But what's funny is I have a clip to show you guys of her acting all judgy about people who do mukbangs and make certain types of content. But she's that person, like, I don't think I've never not seen her eat and look half nude. I mean, how about you out there? Hello, Mother of Dragons. Hello, Sunshine. Hello, Mandy. Hello, Penny. Hello, Ricky Bobby. YouTube. Yes, YouTube is catching up. Hello, Mandy. I hope you feel better. Trauma. Anyone else have this theme song stuck in their head? No, it's not just you. I mean, I do. It lives rent free in my head. And before the live, even if I'm tired and I might not be in like the best mood, I start vaping while I'm listening to the song. And I don't know, then I'm suddenly ready to like take on the world. Good to see you. Hello, Bethany. Pink Stars. Rainbow Road. Candy. Hello, good morning. User JT. Can I just call you JT? Because that's a whole long name and I don't really know what else to call you. So JT it is. Hello, Jamie. Probably can't be here, but dropping in to say hi. Hi, hello. I hope you liked the thumbnail. Hey, Bunny. I almost missed you and I don't know how. Hello. YouTube is cracking down. So I know a lot of people are wondering who Foodie Beauty is doing over there at the YouTube headquarters. But I think it's just a matter of time. YouTube doesn't care how much money you've made them, how many subscribers you have. If you are no longer advertiser friendly to like their people, you're useless to them, right? Like if they cannot put ads on your videos because of your type of content, you're pretty much useless to them. So we do know that these girls were breaking all kinds of rules. We wondered how they were getting away with things. And it seems like Christmas time is the time of reflection for YouTube people. It seems like when they demonetize the most channels, every year there's like a wave of channels that get demonetized. I remember when the wave happened to me. That was not a fun time. But yeah, it seems like around this time every year they're like, bitch, you're not getting your Christmas money. No Christmas presents for you. Erin, hey, good morning. And she's so damn smart. Yes. So what I do know is with Rosie getting demonetized and giving a whole speech, Foodie then uploads a mukbang. What the fuck? Alexandra Rodriguez and Candy Fox both got demonetized. How Foodie Beauty gets away with her channel? I don't know. I think it's been luck, but I think her luck's about to run out. Hello, Wrinkly Wiener. Right before Christmas, bitch. Yeah, it really sucks when it happens. Like, it does. I can't wait for Chantel to be next. She'll be fucked. What else could she do? She can't even stand for 5 minutes. That part. I feel like if it happens to you, a lot of people have this option of going out and finding another job, right? I know that's what I did. I worked at a vet clinic for a while, for a short time. That place was awful. I will say that. Worst vet I have ever worked for. Anyways, but I did it. I did it. I mean, I have a kid. It's not like I can't not work, right? Like, money has to come in. She's expensive, my child. Like, I didn't get a child like me. Like, I'm basic bitch. Like, I wear my Chucks everywhere. I have Chucks. I have a pair of Vans, a variety of ripped jeans and band t-shirts. But like my taste isn't that expensive, right? Like, my daughter is all into Juicy and True Religion and oh my gosh, like anyways. And she snacks. She doesn't really like meals. She likes to snack, like little snacks throughout the day. Anyways, I'm saying all this to say, like, there's no option of me just sitting around and hoping money finds me, right? And luckily, basically, like, based on my skills before, and basically me just being honest and saying, yeah, I didn't work in the vet industry for a long time because I went through a hard time. And I told the vet clinic who was willing to work with me, they're like, well, you don't seem like somebody who's drunk. And I'm like, nope, not for like 8 years, or however long it was at the time. Anyways, and if she's delighted, how in the fuck is she going to pay her rent and all the other habits and other bullshit? I'm here for it. Okay, so it sucks when you're in addiction and you have addictions to feed. What I do know is they're expensive. I think of all the money I was making at one point, like I made good money doing weird shifts at this specialty vet clinic, right? It wasn't like weird. It was just weird hours and a lot of hours, but I made good money at the time. I was 22 and making over $15 an hour. Anyways, all of the money basically went to Saddle Ranch or whatever bar/club I was like, that's where all my money went. I think I could have bought a small island somewhere. Um, Addictions are expensive. And then when you have multiple addictions, oh, and then it sucks when you can't afford them anymore. And then people are willing to go to like extreme lengths to get their fixes, whatever that may be, right? Anyways, I don't envy these girls and what they're going to, but what better time to get your shit together, right? Like, maybe this is a wake-up call to some people, and hopefully they're like open enough to realize it. You cannot no longer get paid for your addictions, so you can either go get help and be uncomfortable for like a week or two, or you can go to some lengths you never thought you would go to continue to try and feed them. So there's that. Shout out to sobriety. It's a great way of life. Yeah, Rosie got demonetized, Eric. Hey, Libra. Oh my gosh, I don't know how you work, or I don't know how you worked with those animals. It would absolutely break my heart. I mean, I deal with people every day, but animals, oh my God, I can't do it. God bless those who can. I felt like that was my calling. And one day, in some way, shape, or form, I need to go back to it. I was really good at my job. Um, I don't know. I guess there's special people that can handle certain things, right? Like I don't think I could work in like a retirement home. Like shout out to people who did, but like it would break my heart seeing the elderly people and their family not visiting them, like that kind of stuff. I could never do it, right? But there's special people who show up and like they're those people's family. And there's people that could do that. I don't know. I feel like my whole life animals and I just got each other. I don't know how to explain it. So it was like it just came easy to me. And I felt like I was doing something that mattered. And the moments, like there's specific moments that still stand out clear as day in my mind, and I will never forget for as long as I live. Moments that changed me forever, like when the owner seriously couldn't be there to say goodbye, but they didn't want their animal to be alone, and like I stood in, right? Um, there was moments, anyways, it forever changes you. And I really thought I could get back into it when I was demonetized. I'm like, this is my foot back in the door. But that hospital was horrible. I remember the vet's wife yelled at me because I talked to a dog. I talked to a dog. I said, "Hi, you're so cute." And she's like, "We don't do that here." Then what the fuck are you doing having a vet's office? Like, I'm supposed to, what do you want me to do? Ignore it? It was cute. It was happy. Anyways, there was a whole point to all this. I probably need to redirect it and get back into girl world gossip. I don't know. My heart felt very satisfied and fulfilled when I worked at veterinary clinics. I don't know. The animals trusted me. The animals trusted me, and I did right by them. Anyways, I'm forever haunted by my fucked up decisions. If anybody thinks I live a day without regret, um, I don't know. Hopefully, somebody out there can learn by my story. Like, I lost something that was so beautiful in my life, right? I did because of my choices. I remember one day I showed up drunk, right? And they gave me a chance and sent me home, and they said I still had a job if I came back the next day, and I just didn't show up. And they probably were going to send me to rehab anyways, but every day I live with fucking up that job. Like, I put like 2 years of my heart and soul into the specialty clinic, and it was really cool. Like, Bob Barker would come in. He had like a million animals, a lot of rabbits. And he had this golden retriever named Blondie, and she would come in and get treatment. She had cancer, but I remember he would talk to everybody, and he would even say, like, in real life, like, spay and neuter your pets, and that was like his thing. Anyways, if you're listening out there and you're confused about what field you should get into or like what you should do with your life, work with animals. If you're the kind of person who can take it and you can handle it, and you have a thicker skin, I think you should do it, because animals need a voice. And while there's a lot of good people out there, there's also a lot of bad people who do it just for the money. So go into the veterinary field, become a vet tech. They make really good money, high demand and high demand. There's also, you can go to school for it, or you could start from the bottom and work up, like work in kennels, and then you can do reception work if you want to. Anyways, you could say you're also open to learning technician work and do it that way. It's pretty cool. It's a really good line of work. Ironically, wasn't supposed to snow today, and it's a blizzard out, and love the snow and trying to catch my shovel. Hello, the Bob Barker. Yes. He was so nice. He had a nurse that would come in and bring him in. There was a lot of celebrity clients. It was cool. There was the drummer from Tool, Sabrina. I can't remember her name. Melissa Joan Hart. Peggy. Anyways, I don't think I ever really met anybody I didn't like, except for this one person, Sybil Shepherd. I don't know. And then Jose Canseco, I think he was the most difficult person I've ever dealt with. Anyways, it was a really good job. I fucked it up. Think about it, like every day there's moments where it's like, I really messed up. But you know what? There's something beautiful that came out of it. Like, I'm still really good with animals and I still work with them in certain ways, right? I am the family's vet technician. I do all the baths, all the nail trims, everything, all the flea treatments. So I still get to work with animals, just in a different way. I've been trying to learn how to do animal telepathy. It's really difficult for me because I tend to need more grounding being an empath, but still trying to learn. Do you know there was a lady? I remember she had a dog named Billy. And at the time, I thought she was insane, but I also was really young and kind of inexperienced with life, right? Like, lived in a bubble and then went crazy with addictions. Anyways, but I thought she was crazy, but she used to come and talk to her dog and she's like, Billy, she's like, you need to stop floating outside your body at night. She's like, you need to stay here. And she would put crystals in the dog's cage and she would talk. She would say that, like, while she was home, he would tell her, like, I'm hungry, come visit me, whatever else. And so she would come. And at the time I thought she was crazy, but now I truly believe, like, I think God gives people gifts, right? I do. And I'm believing that more and more. I'm seeing that more and more, but maybe there's people who can communicate with animals. Maybe there are. I have no tips for it. Chachi just gives me a look and I just know what she wants. We haven't even got to the girls yet. I've been yapping for 16 minutes. I am so sorry, you guys. Lori, oh my gosh. I remember his dog needed, what did he have? A torn cruciate? His dog had something. It needed surgery, and it was a specialty vet clinic, right? Like, they did oncology, neurology. They also treated animals from the zoo. And so it was just an expensive place, as it was based on they were all specialty vets in some way, shape, or form, right? Internal medicine, they had everything. Anyways, I remember he threw a fit and he said that we were overcharging him because of who he is. And I was thinking, like, haven't you not been anything since like the 80s? I don't know, but whatever. Thinking about Bob Barker, did you know he has a brand named after him for prison and jail merch for inmates because of when his son was locked up and some passed while in there? He has a brand named after him for prison and jail merch? Neuter your pets, not each other? Like, is that the slogan? Like, what would it be? I'm trying to think of what Bob Barker prison merch could be. I'm intrigued. I have a patient who's a zoo vet. I love hearing about her days at work. That's awesome. Here for fun. I've heard that, but I think it's a rumor. All right, let me attempt to share my screen. Maybe I'm just stalling because I don't want it to yell at me and say, your screen has been blocked, biatch. Every day it does it to me. I feel rejected every single day. Every day. All right. We're going to just go with the flow and oh, ho, ho. It doesn't take much to excite me. Look at, wow. On the first try. I think me and my browser or the settings, I think we're friends now. I think it's finally happened. I mean, I would still be mad at me because I called its mama cunt, I think, yesterday. But apparently we're good today. So hold on. Now I got to go to where I want to be. Where I want to be. Let's see. I have to be really careful about my words, which is so hard for me because they just like to fly out. There's really no filtering involved. But, you know, it's going to be one of those days where I have to hope you guys catch my drift on things. With all these channels getting demonetized while Foodie's doing a big giant fuck you, we just got a new PC and that would fucking suck. That would just fucking suck. Though we could still go to Rumble, so there's that. La, 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 la. All right. Do we care about Rosie's novel? Brand in prison. Bob Barker never had children. I heard it from a friend who was locked up. He told me and showed me merch he came out with. I picked him up. There's clothes, soaps, and stuff. Huh. Well, I can't talk about Rosie in this moment because now I got to look up Bob Barker prison merch. Bob Barker prison merch. Bob Barker Company, clothing and uniforms, institutional supplies. Oh. Why do I just want to wear this around? It looks very comfy. Oh, disposable clothing. Okay, well, not that part. I just like the top, the prison stripes. I don't know. And the orange hat. Not together, but I guess I want to look dumpy around the house. Oh, there's even a coat. You know, I do have to say, if you're going to be going to prison, splurge for the Barker merch or the prison line, because it looks very comfy to sleep in and work in. There's even undergarments. Oh, there you go. This is amazing. Every day I think I love Bob Barker more and more. Share the screen. I'm looking on my phone. Hold on. I forget sometimes I could do this. Hold on. Bob Barker. No, it's going to get mad at me and tell me I can't share it. Well, we're going to try anyways. It's being nice today. Prison supplies. Clothing and uniforms. Okay, hold on. I forget I can do this. Okay, let me stop sharing Twitter. Share screen. All right, can you guys see it? It's not him. I don't know. I guess it's Bob Barker sports bras, crew necks. Is it a different Bob Barker? Well, I'm gullible. Or maybe Eric's gullible and we're both gullible. Where was the actual? I was looking the actual oh. There we go. Bob Barker shoes. You know what I used to hate about going to jail? I would always get the shoes that were like 4 sizes too small. Well, there's a lot of things I hated about going to jail. The cot thingies, they're not even cots. It's like a pad on wood that you sleep in on a bunk. It was awful. And then they just give you like a sheet, and jail is very cold and it's very loud and it's always bright. It's horrible. The food sucks, especially the fake whatever that bread thing is with the fruit in it, the fake meat, all of it, all of it. The guy Bob Barker, he was named after. Wow. There's even Bob Barker mattresses and linens. Hold on. Oh, there you go. I can feel this in my brain. If you've ever been to like LA County or any jail temporarily, you can feel that blanket. Oh, it's not even comfortable. All right, I'm getting itchy just thinking about it. Let me go back to the girls. The orange shoes look like Vans I have. They're cute. I mean, I love Vans. I feel like Vans and Converse are the comfiest shoes to me. All right, hold on. I got to get back to Twitter. And it's going to take me a second because it might make me relog in. And I don't know exactly where I was. Oh no, we haven't even started. We've been yapping about Bob Barker for I don't know, damn near 18 minutes or longer. All right, I'm getting to where I want to be on Twitter. It's a variety of girl world gossip. Okay, so some Rosie gossip, Foodie Beauty, Amberlynn, FFG, whoever else is thrown in there. I feel like there's more, but I don't know. I'm a vegetable in this moment in time. Oh gosh, I hate this one photo of Foodie. It always comes up and it looks like she's eating poop. And it makes my stomach turn every time I see it. And to know that some people enjoy that kind of stuff, I just don't get it and I can't relate. All right. It was somewhere by the Penguin. Did you know Amberlynn Reed brought a Snickers to bingo? Yes. All right. I think I'm where Converse are my shoes of choice. They're just so comfy. Well, like when you first get them, they're not. But then when you break them in and they're molded to your foot and they just, I don't know, you break them in and they're comfortable, then they're just the best shoes in the world. But I feel like with any shoe, it's not comfortable when you first get it, right? Okay. So, Acadia Strong said, guess we won't get her Vlogmas collab after all. The following clip is something she had said on many occasions. Credit to Beanbag and a Curry. Yeah, I heard she was supposed to collab with Pink Sparkles. Is that the person's name?
I just want to have another year of saving a ton of money because what I like to do when I get paid, automatically I save 40% for taxes. Bam. Majority of the time, taxes is about 31%. I'm gonna be honest, when you do YouTube, they take about 31%. But I like to be safer than sorry, honey, because I am not wanting to go up in there and being like, I don't have the money. Like, that's just really embarrassing. So that's already 40% of my money just saved. And then I want to say about another 30% I just save automatically. It's just saved. I don't use it. I have no reason to use it. So then that leaves me with 30% for like bills. And I just buy random stuff. It really doesn't matter. But I mean, it honestly depends on the month. Sometimes I'll barely use any money and everything I got paid just automatically is saved. Anyways, that's just like enough talking about money. Whatever. I just want to save money.
Everything she's ever said was a fucking lie. She acts like she has money in savings, but her mom and her granny had to pay for her dog's surgery. Tone, I scored a black and gray pair of suede Converse All-Stars at the Goodwill for $12. That's awesome. Trauma said, hey, real quick, this was just proof you don't need to cover this big bag, bitch. You can literally talk about anything and we're here for it. I feel like if I really let myself go, I mean, I could talk about all kinds of things. I could talk about family drama, neighborhood drama. There's so much shit going on in my life. There is. I could talk about baby daddy drama and how I really despise him and how every day that he makes a dumbass decision, I realize more and more this is why they say in church to not have sex before marriage and to only procreate with your husband or wife, because then you get useless baby daddies like the one I have. I said what I said. So anyways, that's kind of, on my mind, if anybody wanted to hear about that, if you have a useless baby daddy or baby mama, press 1. We can all relate. We can all relate. Anyways, yeah, if for some reason Foodie gets demonetized and stop uploading every morning, I promise you, I give you my word, we will still come live and we will talk about whatever, anything and everything. I don't know. I can yap for a long time. I mean, I can. 1. Leave Lori 1. Eric 5. Drama 1. My kid's dad is in jail. It's like, I don't know. I guess he did a good thing when I was running amok and being full of shit and making bad choices, right? I was useless at one point. But like now, since my daughter has been 5, she's been in my care. She's 13. And he just lives his life like he doesn't have children. And I just can't relate. He can go a long time without talking to her. Anyways, all kinds of things. And if I say a word, it's like, look what you did the first part of her life. But yeah, I've been sober longer than, she knew me in addiction. It's just, I don't know. Anyways, and the person who pays is her, right? I don't know. I don't know if anybody can relate to this. If anybody's in recovery and has issues like this. I don't know. It's not even an issue. Like, I guess I'm grateful that I get to be the parent that's reliable, that I get to be the parent that shows up. Even if sometimes I'm the bad guy because I'm the one who has to say no to things, right? Like, I'm grateful that she trusts me. And I'm grateful that when something's going on or something's wrong, I'm the one she reaches out to, right? I'm dependable and I'm never going to disappear on her. So there's that. She's let of him forever. But when your daughter is older, she's going to understand everything and see that you dropped all the bullshit for her. Yeah, I choose her. Every day I choose her. I'm not perfect, but she knows I'm going to be here tomorrow. She knows I'm going to text her while she's at school. She knows that I'm going to make her bed every morning. She knows that her clothes are going to be washed every weekend, like if somebody breaks her heart, I'm the person she comes to. And it doesn't make up for everything I've done before, right? It doesn't. Like, I was a horrible mom and a horrible person before, but I don't know. I've really changed my shit around. And I'm proud of myself for that. I am. You dog him, you dog her. Huh? Amber will be back by Christmas or her birthday, the 27th. She will get her monetization after 90 days and start from scratch, 0 videos, and rebuild her channel. Watch, it will happen. I always say you can't change the past no matter how hard you try, but you can absolutely make a different future. Happy hump day, Mare! That's true. You can't change the past. And dwelling on it never changes anything, right? So just live for today, do the best you can today, and every day try to be a little bit better than the day you were before. If you're telling me not to talk about him, I've given up playing nice. So I really don't. I don't say a bad word to her. This is my place. This is my channel where I can talk. So there's that. Like, I've never said a bad word about him to her, and I won't. Happy hump day. All right. How Amber claimed to be saving her money before her current admission that she spends everything besides her taxes. I just look at her as another pathetic woman. Right up there with Foodie Beauty. Just pathetic. Bad with money, bad with hygiene, bad with choices, bad with relationships. I don't know. What else is there to say? What else is there to say? I will say something nice though, because sometimes when I'm extra bitchy, I feel like I need to say something positive. Yesterday, I don't want to say proud of Chantal, but if that was her everyday, I feel like I wouldn't have much bad to say. She took accountability. She said, I should have done better. I'm sorry. And she said all those things before FFG did. She took accountability. And even when she had the opportunity to be like, may that bitch rot in hell, she was like, I don't wish anything bad for her. Now, what I do know, that was temporary, and today may hold a different story, but yesterday I was almost proud. I still hate her. I still don't have anything nicer to say, much other than that, but it was nice to see for once. Mrs. C, my daughter is 26 now and really didn't understand why her dad never was allowed to see her until she met him. She wanted to visit him when she had kids, and he called her at 3 a.m. screaming at her. Called me and told me that she was grateful I was her mom. Even in addiction, I was there for her. Mother of dragons. Actually started feeling bad for her when the whole thing came out about BBJ. Breezy, I'm sorry she's at school, but you just said it on the internet that half of your daughter's genes are trash. Even if true, your kid may hear, there's a lot of good things about him. But one thing I can't say is that he shows up right now. I don't think half of her genes are trash. I love the other side of her family. I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm sick of having to make excuses and say nice things about people who don't deserve it. She's at school. This is my time. I get to have adult conversations. She's beautiful and she's smart and she's determined and she excels at everything she does. And that definitely comes from him, right? But he's not somebody reliable. And if anybody feels a certain type of way about that, I would ask them to ask themselves, why do women always have to make excuses and bite our tongues? I don't know. It just doesn't seem fair. When you're the only parent that's oftentimes the only one there, we're always told to be nice and don't do this and don't do that. And while I'll never say any of this to her, one day if she hears this, it's not like she's going to be shocked or disagree with me. I don't know what to say. Her other side of the family, beautiful, successful, smart, accepting, incredible. They didn't rub off on him. I don't know what to tell you. Who's being a dick? He isn't trash. He has it. We all have our shortcomings, right? I'm a bitch. We all have them. We all have shortcomings. I'm a bitch. I'm spicy and I can't turn it off. I run my mouth too much. We all have them. It's not like I'm saying I'm the most amazing person. I'm just the one who's here every day. Anyways, FFG to our mods in regards to any questions asked by about BBJ. Block the fuck out of all those hoes. I don't give a fuck. No one cares. We're moving forward and you hoes can stay behind. Wow, zero accountability. What a vile fucking piece of trash or piece of shit. What I do want to say is Foodie Beauty took accountability yesterday, but FFG still won't.
Oh, mods. I feel. Hi, mods. I love you guys for real. So appreciate you guys. Just fucking block the shit out of all the fucking hoes. I don't give a fuck. Okay, I genuinely, truly mean that. Don't worry about diplomacy and timeout. You just mod your little fucking hearts. No, I don't want to say no one cares, but we're moving forward, as we said, and you hoes can stay behind.
You hoes.
Bus.
My
You hoes. Castor said quoting FFG, just fucking block the shit out of all the fucking hoes. The hoes. What is this? Hey. Okay.
I'm gonna tell you about the plan going forward, if you guys are cool with it. Because there is a going forward. Just
Jelly, you're a hoe. Bunny Cake, you're a hoe. Siren Song, you're a hoe too. Christy Girl, apparently you're a hoe. Shelty, did you know you're a hoe? Clever, hoe. Weird Barbie, definitely a hoe. Lucy Liberty, hoe.
hate to break it to
You're a hoe, you're a hoe, you're all a hoe, according to FFG. It's all her people. Block the hoes. It's all fries and red hearts. Pegatha said she thinks she gets to decide which direction this is going in. Cute. Castor said having her mod silence concerned viewers instead of just being honest is a pussy fucking move. She's obviously terrified of the backlash. What a pathetic excuse for a human being. Been MIA, needing to put my dog down. Did anything more happen with Shani and Rev splitting? After she said basically, if something happens to me, it was them. Not in those exact words, but it was something like, remember, Rev did it. She hasn't uploaded anything. So, I don't know. Unless she's doing something when I'm asleep. Breezy, I love the thumbnail. It makes me laugh so hard after rewatching the Home Alone movies. Salah's so stunted to compare herself to a child. I was vaping. I got a new vape. It's so good. Okay, if you guys can find this at your dispensary, I don't know. Maybe it's only a California thing. But the brand is Bezos. I'm probably saying it very wrong. But anyways, it has little kisses on the vape and it's straw nana smoothie. And boy, does this put me in a very creative, happy mood. So our thumbnail was born after I vaped. Good morning, Sue. Ricky, I posted a video and timestamp of. I'm sorry, Ricky Bobby, by the way. There's nothing I could say that's going to make it easier or take away your pain. Just know that you were the best owner in the world. And tell your pup that she was the best doggy in the world, okay? And just be there every moment that you can be. And we're here for you. We're here for you. Besito is kisses in Spanish. Well, it has little lips on it, and it's a very good time. I don't remember the lip flavor I had last time of this. I feel like it was strawberry Z, but no, it was rainbow belts. That was also amazing. Oh, and then I have a wild cherry slushy geek bar. It tastes just like a slushy. I don't know. It's amazing. Anyways, FFG is rapidly morphing into a lolcow in real time is insane. You know, if Foodie stops uploading because she gets demonetized, I think we could just react to FFG. Why not? Rubber Crazy Troll Band said, are these the same mods who love to be casually racist because it's a joke? Color me curious. Caster said, I don't know if it's her mod or not, but an FFG supporter just hit me with the, is it GIF or GIF? I still don't know, of a noose when they didn't like what I had to say. That's what her people, they're weird. I don't know. I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but like the FFG cult is a whole different type of breed. I think there will be a docuseries about it one day. Like they seriously wish death and horrible things to anybody who dare say anything about their fry queen, which is insane to me. Oh, as in graphics. Well, I thought somebody said it was GIF, and now I don't. Just like I don't know. Some days I say data or data, and I still don't know which is the right one. I'll even sometimes look up how people. I still don't fucking know. Anyways, can we talk about this little chair under Amberlynn Reed? I feel like it deserves an award. I need it for my family parties. Not that anybody is this size, but it looks like it could withstand and hold a lot. And I don't know, the kids in our family, sometimes they're a little wild. So it seems like that chair can be abused and used, sat on, thrown, danced with, whatever, and it can take a lot. But look at her. And if you look at where the little chair is, it becomes even more insane that she is that large. I don't know. There's no other way of being nicer or getting around it. Like, that's a whole lot of person. Tracy said that's one strong ass chair. I'm telling you. I wonder if we can find it on Amazon. Red said another contradiction and lie of FFG's. She said numerous times that BBJ was thriving and living her best life. Really? With her kidney issues and not being able to pee, she was living her best life. I said bees. Not being able to bees. Anyways, I just hope she wasn't uncomfortable very long. FFG is too dumb to realize that several people, including myself, know what vet she took BBJ to. I don't know if things are different in Canada, but I know at any vet's office that I had worked at before, like the animals' records, those were medical records. You have to be the owner, sign a form for them to even be released. So just because you know, it doesn't mean that's really gonna do much. But I do want to know more. Feel free to tell us more, Red. It seems like you know a lot. I'm listening. Miss Robinson said no one would have blamed FFG for BBJ's death because of kidney issues. It was 100% on Chantal. We would have said thank you for taking care of her, and even some would have donated in her honor. Twist it all you want. Greed took over integrity. I've always wondered if that veterinarian's, yeah, you would have to sign a release form. Like, even if you wanted your pet's records faxed to it, well, we faxed at the time, right? Now people just email. But anyways, if you wanted it done before, you would have to sign a form, blah, 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 blah. It was like a whole process. But I don't know how it works in Canada. I agree with Miss Robinson. I don't think anybody thought it was FFG's fault that BBJ passed away. We knew she was old, right? And she wasn't going to live forever. I'm just questioning the care. She was blocked. And you're telling us she was peeing just fine, but when the vet tried to get urine, it was damn near impossible. And then why lie? That's the whole thing. If you didn't do anything wrong, why the need to lie for 2 years, over 2 years? When you do things in animal rescue, you're always transparent. That's one thing. You can always tell if it's a legit rescue because there will always be transparency. Always. And FFG didn't do this for the good of BBJ, in my opinion, because there wasn't transparency. It was nothing but lies. Nothing but lies. Not at all, but what pisses me off is the fact that she took money for that long, right after she died. Sue said, hey, Capone, I don't think Canada has HIPAA anyhow. I'm sitting with 3 dogs on, hey, Capone, on my couch. Good times and a great day to not be at work. I hope you have a lovely day off. It's relaxing for you. 500 kids with and no money said, Capone, thank you for being a member for 10 months. It was a lie out of spite. She said she wanted BBJ to outlive Chantal. Well, if that wasn't really the reason, you just gave her one. 500 kids and no money said, what makes the FFG scandal so wild is it's not just the lies, the money taken for a cat that wasn't alive or a grift she kept running for years. It's the hypocrisy, the preaching, judging, dragging others while secretly doing worse. Biggest hypocrite in girl world, and that says a lot. Miss Robinson said, say it louder for the cult followers. Happy Wednesday. Hope your day is going good. She said so. I don't believe her. I don't believe a word that comes from her disgusting, smelly mouth. Okay, people were talking about Twinkie and how they don't really think Twinkie had surgery. I think they thought the cat had surgery, and Amberlynn Reed took the cat's cone and put it on Twinkie and shaved a part of her leg. I don't know. It sounds like too much work for a girl to do. But maybe. Natalia said, so Big Albert placed Romeo's cone on Twonk's, shaved her for the photo op. Then on the same night, she couldn't help herself and left Twonk with 2 cats to go to bingo, even though she was just dry begging for donations. Is that right? Says people are saying Twinkie didn't actually have surgery and you only said it for a money grab. I guess this is from Amber's IG. She definitely did. This is her resting. I'm so glad she has already adapted to the cone. She's such a smart, sweet, perfect baby. I'm going to cover her stitches due to privacy, but you can see where they shaved her. I believe Twinkie had surgery. I don't believe she did all whatever I'm supposed to believe happened. I don't think Amberlynn Reed knows how to shave a perfect square. I'm not buying it. I mean, maybe. But what I think is fucked up that her dog had surgery and she went to bingo the next day. Her and her Snickers went to bingo. Let's think about when she put green eyeliner on Twinkie, then said Twonk got in the trash and ate pesto when we saw the new green liner a day before. Also, when Eric Ricky's pet was in pain, magically Twonks was in pain the next day she left Twonks to go to Chili's, saying that there's no 24-hour vet in her area when there were tons. One was on the same road as the Chili's. Instead, Amber purchased hip pain treats to help. These are not the only pet situation type deals that Amber lies about for sympathy. Also, she threw away 2 different cats. Do you think she's faking Twink surgery? Twinkies? That didn't sound good. Hello, Ma. Not to mention, if she was a decent pet owner, she would be staying with her, right? not go to bingo if she had surgery due to privacy. I didn't get that either. Okay. Amber's leg boil said she threw 2 cats outside, one in winter. I wouldn't put this past her at all. Yeah, I mean, maybe. But I was just also believing Bob Barker had prison merch. So I don't know what to believe anymore. What I do know is Amberlynn is a weird woman and a horrible pet owner. Anyways. Oh, hold on. Amber claimed you couldn't bring outside food into. She snuck her Snickers in. That's how serious she is about her Snickers. I'm trying to think of what candy I would sneak in. Sweet tart ropes. Oh, I thought this was funny and very me. Zoned out in the 7th grade and low key never really zoned back in. Seriously. I love zoning out. Anybody else, like I zone out, I'll fixate on a spot and I'm not necessarily thinking about anything, but it's so comfortable just to stare in silence for a long amount of time. I don't know. I discovered it in junior high and I've been zoning out ever since. Girls shaped like this talk the most shit. It's so true. I could think of at least 4. But this kind of looks like if Foodie and FFG had a child. Right? Oh, silly, it's Lily said, I mean, Foodie look alike. I'd say yes. It looks like several people. Oh, this is funny to me. Okay, so Rosie thinks she is so much better than the girls in Girl World, and she does things so much differently. But I want to remind you that at any given time, you can watch her live and she would be cooking or eating something, which is why she's no longer getting paid to be on YouTube. Anyway, she had these words to say.
Trying to make a yuck anybody's yums in terms of entertainment, but like if you're like currently a fetus model and you're out there trying to make a mukbang channel, it's like just because like you're wearing clothes and you're toning it down a little bit doesn't mean you're still not making feeder content. You're just making it on a platform that's accessible to children. And it bugs the shit out of me. Like yuck anybody's yums in terms of entertainment, but like
I thought everybody's issue with you was you were cooking half nude and eating half nude and not age restricting your content. Anyways, how are you different from any of them? Oh, Dastardly Deeds, I missed you coming in. Hello. Why does she look so flat? I think this was maybe a couple years ago. She looks deflated. Like a deflated football in somebody's yard. That's what this is giving. This person said, yes, oodles, please. Wait, what was the caption? At some point, I need QLR to look at her own channel and tell me what exactly she does that is so different and not feeder related. Someone said, yes, oodles, please. She, one, doesn't have to be moaning and sensual for it to be a certain type of corn. They ruined it. I was hoping if I could ever do YouTube again to try my idea of a sit-down meal. Guess good thing I can't anymore. Scar said, it looks like the eating part isn't the stuff that's been getting flagged, more of certain conversations while they're eating. Would love to see what you make. Is her self-awareness in the room with us right now? No. This is where it says Quirky Loves Rosie is not monetized anymore. Christmas came early. Durandal said, a body like that's only good for one thing. Getting bigger. Lean into it and make bank. Stop trying to pretend you're anything more than what you are. Well, damn. And I thought I was a bitch. Someone said she died. She died? And was she replaced? I don't know. A lot of people think certain celebrities have died and they were replaced. I can't think of any right now. But why would you bother replacing Rosie? Hopefully she's not dead. But I mean, let me know. Freya said it's getting eerie now, right? Because Yaba said, I present to you FF Gunt's very own Tracy. FFG has her own crazy Tracy. Why does when matter? For real. Get your damn money back if you think she scammed you and your fifis are hurt. Otherwise, shut the fuck up. Okay. Oh my gosh. This is the best thing I've seen all day. Oh my gosh. I want to make this my screensaver for a day. Well, this is why I went live for that. Oh, I was stuck on hold for an hour and 53 minutes. I'm too afraid to say why because I wouldn't want to be talking badly about a useless person. But anyways, he dropped the ball on something, so I had to call and correct it. And I was on hold for an hour and 53 minutes, and I got all my walking done. Let me tell you, I hit over 11,000 steps yesterday. That's the one good thing that came out of being on hold. But all I could really do was walk because it was one of those things where it was one really loud song playing on repeat, and then it would stop, and then somebody would talk really fucking loud. And even if you have something in the background, you couldn't hear it. So I was held hostage. So all I could do was walk. So I did. Anyways, this was when I got a text message that Rosie's memberships were gone. So I tweeted it to see if anybody had any information. Thank you, Bethany. Thank you. Thank you. It was hard, but I felt amazing and I felt really proud of myself. I don't know. I was one of those people before that like my back was always hurting. So I was afraid to run. I was afraid to do this. I was afraid to do that. But like, I don't know, from walking in 40 days, I went from like going 2.8 miles per hour to now I'm at 3.6. I was doing like 5,000 steps and now I can hit 10, 11,000. So it just shows you if you're determined and if you put your mind to something that you can do it, right? I always thought these things were too hard. How does one get 10,000 steps a day? But like really, it's not. You just have to put your mind to it. You just have to. Anyways, and it helps with pain. So my whole like, oh, well, I hurt too much to do this. It was all an excuse. And I've learned that now because movement is the best thing for pain, not sitting and becoming a statue. Naughty box. Hello, hello. Please, Scooter Bees again. I should. I had a good time with that. I did. But there was people who were pissing on my parade. You know, it was like good, harmless fun, right? Like going out on the town, zooming around on my scooter. But there was a few people who really pissed in my Cheerios and made me feel bad about it. And now look at Foodie. She wants to get a scooter. And now look at Jovan. He's working for people that he calls pedophiles. So, you know, there's that. Anyways, replies to this tweet. It is me, said demonetized, waiting on Chantel now. I said, I think Foodie's next. It is me, said, I would love to see it happen. You know, if it did happen, maybe it's because she's laughed at everybody else for getting demonetized. I don't think it's funny all these people are getting demonetized, right? Like, this is how I truly feel. I feel like everything happens for a reason, and it sucks, right? When you lose your income and like you think you're expecting a check, right? And then YouTube takes it from you and it's basically like you worked a whole month for no reason. It fucking sucks. But I think in painful situations, there's opportunity for growth. And I think doors close for a reason. I don't think these girls are meant to be monetizing certain problems that they have. You know, I just don't. I think it's a serious thing. I think it's a dangerous thing. And with this, maybe they'll be forced to get help and maybe they'll do even better once they're healed. There's that. Heis's little sister said, cue the dry begging for Cash App donations and Amazon wish list purchases. I hope her parents have a backup plan to pay the mortgage. Does her brother work? Maybe he'll help her out. Rosie deserved it. Maybe it'll cause her to change. Hopefully. That's one thing with any addiction. Like, there comes a point in time where it's no longer fun and people put a wrench in our plans. Like, think of if you're in recovery, think of like whatever your drug of choice was, think of the time where it was once fun, right? And how it just stopped being fun eventually. And everybody had an opinion on what you were doing, and you were losing income because of your habits. You were losing people, jobs, whatever else. Like, you lose things in addiction. And a lot of times that's what makes people get better, because there's nothing else to lose other than their life, right? So the other option is that's next, or fucking get help, get better. So I don't know. It's an important moment in a lot of people's lives. Hopefully they do the right things with it. I'm not so sure. Therapy is amazing. I don't know why anybody wouldn't want to go get it. And as far as asking for help, it doesn't mean that they're weak. In fact, I think people would respect them so much more if they said, hey, I need help and I need to go get help. I think I would have even an ounce of respect for them if they did that. She has a pool in her backyard and nothing but time. There's no excuse but not to move. Levi works. Aaron, I felt bad they ate the whole couch. Once the three of them are together, they are a tornado. I feel like I'm missing. Naughty Box said, oh, hi. You got a new puppy a couple months ago. Oh, yeah, got a new puppy a couple months ago, planning on this day. My parents had a litter of purebred Rottweilers. So I got one of the pups for my other dog. Rotties are so cute. Okay, Savage said, yep, just checked on YouTube large. So she is demonetized. More need to follow, Acadia said. Oh, here was my 11,000. Woohoo! You can do it. We can all do it. Download WeWard if you need motivation. It rewards you for walking. That's my PSA of the day. I love this fucking app. I just do. Anyways, all right. So when she was demonetized, she made this post. Hi, friends. Please follow this link to read my statement regarding my channel's monetization and future content plans. Make sure to follow over there for updates. There's her Patreon. I'll see you soon here on YouTube live shortly. There is an option to follow without payment on Patreon. My first live there will not be behind a paywall. She writes a whole novel. I don't really feel like. Do you want me to read it? I will if you need to hear it. I want something like this. Demonetization sucks, but it's not the end of the world. I've worked hard on my YouTube platform, and I'm going to continue to work on learning this platform, building a catalog, and hopefully having ways to engage more directly with you guys. Even if I lose the appeal, I'm confident reapplication will be approved. And if my confidence turns out to be delusion, then I will find another way. In the meantime, this is obviously a very scary and uncertain time for me, my parents, and my brother, as my income is an important factor in our household. My link tree contains all my pay links. Oh my gosh. Merch site, Ko-Fi, Patreon, and this is my new Cameo, linked here. Prior to the new wave of demonetization, I was planning to launch a Cameo in December after some time had passed from my merch launch. I was undecided if I was going to do that because I felt like it would seem I was copying other creators in light of these changes, but at this point, I just need to do what's best for me. I'll be happy to provide personalized video shoutouts, short tarot card pull readings, give advice on any other situations you may be in, or answer any questions or requests you may have. I swear not that long ago I saw her Uber driver whip out a Bible and rebuke her. But yeah, sure, give advice to people. Great. Oh my gosh. As always, it's never expected or mandatory of my supporters to financially support me. I never expect it from anyone. However, with this situation, I'm in a very concerning and precarious position. I have already for months now been off and on looking for a job. I was already in the job hunting process before this even happened because I knew it was a possibility. As we all know, the current job market is a hellscape. I also want the ability to save up for a car and such. I decided months ago and told my community I would not be discussing the status of my job hunting online because even the mere mention of it caused me to be bombarded every time I went live with whether or not I got a job. So just know I'm going to continue on that venture with even higher levels of priority than prior, but I will not be providing job hunting updates until I have landed at an actual home position. This is just a challenge I have to overcome and find ways to bridge the gap until I have a steady income again. I believe in the power and energy of the universe, and I believe the universe does things and causes disruptions to force growth when needed. That's God, baby girl. That's absolutely God. Like, this should be a lot of people's wake-up calls. And I believe the universe does things and causes disruptions to force growth when needed. I've been dragging my feet in some ways, and I'm going to choose to find this situation as a blessing in disguise. I love YouTube and content creation for the love of the game. For the love of the game? My frequency of YouTube content will have to change simply because we live in a capitalistic society and I need money to live. Don't we all? So while I may pop on YouTube from time to time, I will be experimenting with different content options here on Patreon and getting feedback from my members in the process. I really, truly hope to see you there. Well, no, thank you. If you're on YouTube and I catch you, sounds good. Why do I want to see you eat anywhere else? Don Vito looks like Bally's ex. Oh my, he does. There's jobs everywhere here, but no workers. I've had positions open for a year or two at a time. It couldn't happen to a more deserving person, aka Rosie. Bubbles in Cheek said, I'm convinced Foodie's crying in sadness was not for missing Sally or Julia. It was merely facing what she looked like uncovered. Now that she's back to wearing the hijab, her attitude is back and she's confident again. I think she'll keep that thing on just so she could pretend she's attractive. And what's wild is it makes her look worse. It ages her. Amber's leg boil said, you could see disappointment, especially when she put on that wig. Like, what is this? When she saw herself the first time on Twitch, I think. She's scared even herself. Debbie's World said, it's true we've not seen her hysterically crying in the hijab. Abaya, even once in the last week and a half. I think it's really sad and sick that she believes that she looks like what she sees in the camera when she's covered from head to toe. I think it's sad that she has to convince herself she looks like what the filters tells her she looks like. She doesn't, and you look much worse, Chantal. Kristen said, exactly, teardrop, when? Okay, let's listen to this.
And that's what happened with BBJ. And it was incredibly sad, incredibly sad.
For sure.
But I have no regrets about the rescue at all.
And that's fine. Now tell me when it happened then. Then tell me when it happened then. That's what I'd like to know.
BBJ was taken from a horrible situation that we all watched happening on live. She lived out the rest of her life in complete comfort, spoiled, well treated, well taken care of.
Great.
And that's the most important
but
thing
when?
For me, in my opinion.
But when did it happen?
With what happened at the end also, I can't help but wonder, had she not been rescued, how long would that have gone without being checked?
Who knows? That's a hypothetical, hypothetical we don't have to ask any questions about because it didn't happen. But what did happen is you didn't tell your audience about it. So how about you share when this happened so we can assess how long it went on and how many super chats you were funneling in due to people thinking that BBJ was still alive.
Would her previous owner have even noticed when the time had come, maybe where she was
Diva, this isn't about Chantal right now.
Mhm.
Diva. This is about BBJ after you took BBJ into your care. Diva, the girls don't care what Chantal would have done or not. At this point, that's a moot point, Diva. The cat was in your care when BBJ passed away, so we want to know when it happened so that people can assess how much money you made off of BBJ and the idea that BBJ was still alive. Which, mind you, there's plenty of people in the chat asking asking what date did she die. Even people who are members of her chat, by the way. People asking when. So I do just want to point that out as well, because people are asking her these questions and she still hasn't answered it.
For now, that's all I can say. I don't. There's a lot I can't talk about.
You can't give a date,
and things are connected. I have a lot to say.
You can't give a date.
It's not the time. It's not the moment. The time will come. Okay.
You can't give a date.
Thank you guys for being here, for waiting for me to come back tomorrow. Regular schmegular at our regular schmegular. Okay.
Girl, when did BBJ die?
Take care, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow.
Girl, when did BBJ die?
Naughty Box said, oh, where did it go? Hold on, let me scroll up. She used Chantel's cat pictures in the calendar. If that cat was alive, she would have taken new pictures. I don't think she had BBJ very long at all.
I don't know. I don't understand why that's something that you can't share. You can't share? Why? Why would you not be able to share when BBJ died? I'm sorry.
Because she will officially lose everything if she says that she had BBJ for like 2 days. She'll lose everything.
But I'm calling bullshit. That's the one thing people want to know. And honestly, at this point, I don't understand what difference it makes. I really don't. If it was in recent history, then say that. And I think a lot of people would be less unhappy with you. But if it happened 2 years ago, then say that. The people that are already upset with you will continue being upset with you. And then you can just move on because you're honest. See, again, the problem here is not whether or not it is that you took advantage of your audience, but, the problem is not how you go about paying them back. The problem is you need to start rebuilding trust with your community, with the girl world community at large.
But how could she rebuild trust when she's still lying and she's still withholding things? How do you trust somebody who won't even tell you simply when a cat passed away?
Anyways, just tell us the date, FFG.
She won't. It'll make her look even worse and even more people will turn on her. Miss Anthrop said, BBJ lived a love-spoiled, beautiful life. Huh, Foodie's friend, Big Gary? Then there should be a camera roll full of cute pictures and prove it all because you have zero credibility now forever, you psycho. All she had to show us was one clip from November of BBJ batting away her dogs, FFG's dogs. They were annoying her. It's not their fault, but they don't realize they just want to play, right? They're dogs. But she's the owner. She had control of that. So we're supposed to believe she left a horrible situation to go to a cat paradise where she looked miserable. She's a senior pet, a senior cat. Do you think she wanted to deal with puppies nipping at her? I don't think so. And she had a blockage for, however long she was with FFG. Anyways, what I don't even know now is if FFG would have taken BBJ to the vet at all if so many eyes weren't on her. I said what I said. Norlin said, ma'am, what is this? I don't know, but she looks like the robber in Home Alone. When I saw this, I happened to be vaping my new vape, and this is where the thumbnail was born, okay? It was just screaming, what's his face from Home Alone. Apparently, Foodie was live a whole lot. She uploaded a mukbang. She went out. We have all that to talk about. Els RPH said, Girl World reactors, please be careful. If the girls all go, you might be next. Foodie Beauty is still safe for now. Hungry Fat Chick has also been demonetized. I don't think that's true because you could still send her a super thanks. So I'm pretty sure Hungry Fat Chick is still monetized. If for some reason, you guys, one day my YouTube channel is no longer here anymore, or it's demonetized or whatever, it's happened to me before. I still go live every day. And then I usually go live on like Rumble when that happens. We use that for a week. When I was demonetized, I went to Twitch. So we'll still go live and we'll still find a way. I'm not worried about it. At one point, I would have been anxious and worried. At this point, I'm just like, we always figure it out. That's what you do as an adult. You just figure something else out, right? Crochet with Ashmi said, crooked hijab mukbang by Miss Foodie. Don't demonetize my certain videos, beauty. I feel like she wants YouTube to take notice. This is what she uploaded yesterday. This meal. People were pointing out how she must have ordered double, because there was like 2 gravies and 2 cranberry sauces, but she only showed one meal on camera. Wow. I don't think it's normal to be that shade. Her blood pressure must be really high, right? Are you supposed to be red turning purple? But I also don't live in the snow or where it's snowing. Like, it's snowing above me in the mountains. Maybe you just turn that red when you go outside to all that freezingness. She looks like a condom. Or, you know, the sewers, that little thing they put on their thumb? She looks like that. I don't know what it's actually called. A thimble? Maybe it's a thimble. Miriam Pondu said, amidst all the demonetization, the fatso shows up with her brass balls. How come nothing she eats looks good to me? It never looks cooked. It never looks done. I don't eat a whole lot of meat. Like, I like seafood. I am a huge fan of shrimp, but you will never catch me eating chicken. You will never catch me eating like a triple cheeseburger. Like, I'll get a grilled cheese. Anyways, is your chicken supposed to be pink? Now I understand why she always has some form of food poisoning. She goes to places where the food never looks done. YouTube demonetizing a different certain channel every day, and then there's Chantal. She's been lying. Still, I think you're right. Hi, Sarah Jane. I honestly don't think it's a big deal. People are going to donate to FFG regardless. We all knew the cat wasn't going to live much longer, especially since Chantal neglected her for so long. You're entitled to your opinion. I still think that she should have just been honest. Like, why the need for all the lies, right? Why can't she just say when she passed? Why did she take so many donations pretending like the cat was alive? I mean, she was telling her audience that she was getting BBJ, these like life-changing injections. And somebody like who was listening to her, a follower of FFG, thought maybe those injections can help her cat too. And when she asked FFG the name of them, FFG couldn't remember. Like, it's sick to give people hope out there, right? It's sick to tell people stories of BBJ frolicking in the grass and all that when like the cat was in an urn on her mantle, you know? People are still going to support her, and I'm not here to tell anybody who to support. I'm just trying to open some people's minds. That's all I'm trying to do. Because she wanted the cat to outlive Chantal. You can choose chicken nuggets or a Big Mac, and then it comes with dill pickle salt to put. Oh my gosh. Okay. I remember, I think it was when we were live, they were talking about a Grinch meal. After the live, I looked it up, and it was like this dill pickle salt that you put on your fries, and that doesn't sound horrible. I want to know if you can just get the fries. I want to try the dill pickleness of it. Anyways, Savage said they rightfully demonetized Hungry Fat Chick, Corky Loves Rosie, and Amberlynn Reed, but let this chick continue to openly say fuck you YouTube terms of service while she glorifies certain things. And also literally gets high as fuck every single night on live stream. Make it make sense. Again, I think she's just getting lucky for so long. Oh, apparently in Islam, saying Merry Christmas is worse than murder. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy all the happies. Happy New Year. Happy birthday. Anyways, Foodie is in a religion where you can't say Merry Christmas while she's sitting with Christmas decorations and happy holiday shirts. And I'm pretty sure doesn't she say ho, 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 something Merry Christmas in the beginning of her cameo? Foodie, what you are doing is worse than murder. I don't think you should ever go back to Syria. You won't listen. But I've been hearing stories lately, and I don't think it's looking good for you. I think you should stay in Canada if you know what's good for you, but you always think you know better. So there's that. Meandering Thought said maybe you should have looked into Islam before converting. I will be checking homework. Happy Joy. Just the fries sound really good. And I think the holiday pies are back at McDonald's. I'm not the biggest McDonald's fan. I feel like I like 3 things from there. I like the sweet tea, the holiday pies, and the fries when they're really, really hot and super, super salty. That's the only way they're good. But yeah, for one thing, the holiday pies you guys have to try. If you're going to McDonald's later, order one. Unless you don't like custard, then you won't like it, but it's just heaven. And it's only around for a short time, once a year. And I'm hungry just thinking about it. The sweet tea is so good. It's so good. It's so good during the summer when it's really fucking hot. It's good at all times, but like I love drinking it in the summer. Cream pie at McDonald's. Turkey Mickey mango pineapple smoothie is so good here. I don't know what the holiday pies are. Heaven in your mouth. And your life will be forever changed once you eat one, so you should. It's like a custard with this amazing crust that's like a sugar cookie crust almost with these little sprinkles. It's delightful. It's delightful. Anyways, Merry Christmas. Let's keep going. Queen Jellybean said, when this is the look you gotta go with as an attempt to hide your bald ass mangy head and sloppy 500-pound body, you know you've got a problem. All this does is make her look extra, extra big back. She looks like this red gaming chair that keeps being recommended to me. That's exactly what I see and I will never see. Or a flying squirrel who went and got their hair done and now they're a redhead. Hold on, I'm getting all these texts. You didn't use the pickle salt? Then what is the point of the Grinch meal? I'm disappointed in you. You had one opportunity, one shot, and you didn't even use it. Anyways, Meredith said, sorry, I got a text. Anyways, everyone said she would ditch the hijab, which she didn't at first, but I knew she would hate seeing her natural form. She'd be less deplorable if she just wore face spanks and didn't keep faking a religion she isn't part of. Yeah. To get the socks from the... Wait, it comes with socks? Oh. Okay, well... But then they only give you chicken nuggets or a Big Mac option, huh? But what's the point in oh, fuck. Well, later I'll see if Breezy Jr. is in a chicken nugget meal or a Big Mac meal kind of a... I want the fries with the salt. She have everything else. And the socks, we can have one each, okay? It comes with socks. I'm so excited. I'm getting my Grinch socks, people. I will get them soon. I'm a sock person, which is odd because I love being barefoot, but like, I don't know. Sometimes at night, socks just feel good on your feet. They just do. And I like all the socks. Fondue Spiteful Bitch said, live stream recap, new health arc, therapy, medical care, clean house, taking care of me era, same old, recycled BS. She says this is absolutely not for Salah and all for herself. Teardrop, suck a dick, you whack, skin suit wearing bitch. Okay. Teardrop said, just me making it to the car without falling is a big accomplishment. I don't know what Rima said. Can somebody take a screenshot and translate for me? You could do it through Google. Tracy said, Chantel, can you read my comment? Teardrop said, I can't stop picturing BBJ with that hag when she stole her. Breaks my heart. Not the hag. Cute little nose. Rima says something else. My daughter cooked nuggets for us last night in her oven and drove them over here. It was noose, and they were still hot. I think she meant nice. Oh, silly, it's silly, said Tracis needs to Venmo $1 and write please answer. It's just weird they use her chat to have these personal conversations with Chantel. It's very odd to me. And like, did you see my comment? Did you see my comment, Chantel? What comes with socks? The Grinch meal. So I think you either get nuggets or a Big Mac and then like this shaker thing. It's like a shaker fries and it's dill pickles. Dill pickles. I don't know what it's called. Not spread. Anyways, you somehow get it onto your fries and you have dill pickle fries. Okay. And this meal comes with socks. So if you're not convinced and you don't like pickles, go for the socks. Anyways, this was the mitten guy. Remember we were talking about him yesterday? And Foodie was saying how she's so glad that her standards have changed because the new Chantel would never even look at Mitten. Is it just me? I'm not saying that he's like attractive or anything. He's just not my type, I guess. But I feel like he looks better than all the other men she chose. I mean, Pete's definitely better than Natter. I mean, are we talking old Salah when he first met Foodie or Salah these days? Salah these days, Mitten is much better. Again, I'm not saying he's like a 10 or anything, but the way she was talking, he had like a missing ear, 5 eyes, no eyebrows. I don't know. He's not as horrible as like, oh, the Foodie now would never even consider a man like that. And I was supposed to believe this man wanted her to go to Croatia. I don't think for the reasons she thinks. I could be wrong. That was his only good pick. Oh, Mitten has one good pick. All right. Well, I don't feel like going to find him. Aaliyah said, yeah, that didn't age well. Foodie got her man kicked out of Kuwait and he kicked her out of Syria. Now she's pathetic, drugged, and depressed, crying over her bot bitch. Pathetic, drugged, and depressed. It's quite the description. I feel like I'm pathetic, slightly high, not really depressed, more frustrated. What would I be considered? Future Becky Alrefe said, Rosie's ex-friend / mod uploading this on the day she got demonetized is so shady. I love it. I have a feeling it involves a song, so I'm going to speed it up to the high heavens. Hold on. Oh, that wasn't to the high heavens. That was like slightly above average. There we go.
Nuggets coming around, oh God, oh God. People say I'm jealous, but my king is watching you. People say I'm jealous, but my king is watching.
Is this the planet with a palette person? If so, oh my God, I remember watching their videos a really long time ago. For whatever reason, I can't remember what they looked like now for the life of me. But they were saying how like all the issues or disabilities or problems in their life, Rosie was like adopting and saying that she needed a cane or she was going through something too. And then there was a whole Reddit about their beef and drama. And now it's hard to find anything about it. Ellen G, sweet and kind. That's what I think of you. Thank you. She is punching beyond her weight class, pun intended. That's not her. Okay. Fondue Spiteful Bitch said, Teardrop, do you understand YouTube can do whatever the fuck they want on their platform? Why are you pressed? Because you tie your worth to a YouTube wrench and where you will no longer matter if Cutie loses her channel. TikTok, bitch. Teardrop said, so weird. If you can't eat while other channels gorge a whole damn table of food, I bet the skinny mukbangers will not get in trouble. I couldn't give two shits about Rosie. Weird. YouTube can pick and choose. I don't get why you can't eat a meal. Foodie's millionth pogo said, girl, just name the cat. This food is all you talk about. Breathe said, is it considered a certain type of content? ALR could have got wrapped up in that with her ex. Teardrop said, what about all the competitor eaters? So they are demonetizing overweight people. Wow. YouTube is weird and their so-called policies. I was skinny in my younger years, Teardrop said. Now I get paid back for calling my sister Thunder Thighs all the time growing up. Teardrop, you're awful. That's what happens to bullies, Teardrop, Blush Queen said. Teardrop said, Blush Queen, I'm not a bully. I was a kid picking on my sister. Thunder Thighs? Blush Queen said, yeah, right is right. Okay, well. They aren't going after people because of their weight. They're going after what they're doing and considering it a form of self-harm. Like the amount people are eating, whether they're skinny or large or super morbidly obese, if you're eating in excess and you're using it as a form of self-harm, they are demonetizing those channels. She did not ride the bus. Salt and Sass said there's no way. She didn't want to admit to an Uber, in my opinion. I don't think there's any way she walked from any bus, okay? She barely wants to walk from her couch to the kitchen, and that's like a foot apart. Debbie's World said, I'm confused why everybody Ubers these days. It's kind of like a normal thing. Bus, not so much. She has money, so why does she call it a taxi, not an Uber? Very strange. I'm very confused about that. I don't know. Yeah, everybody does Uber. I don't feel like it's that big of a deal. Miss Lori said, for sure. Is there anyone out there that actually believes her? No. Sylvie said she lies about the dumbest shit. Farrah said, did she mention in one live that she's been using taxis to get around? She has been saying that. The only thing I could figure, aren't taxis cheaper than Ubers? I don't know. I haven't got a taxi since, well, addiction. I Uber these days. It feels safer. I don't know. I never got a normal taxi driver in addiction. I've been offered drugs by taxi drivers, all kinds of things. But I feel like it's cheaper. Or I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm going to take up lying in my spare time for no reason. It's going to be a lot of work. Hey, Cindy. Maybe the eating crackdown thing also has to do with the channels that eat really old or expired food, and with YouTube being accessible to kids, maybe that's why they're cracking down on eating channels. Possibly. Bad Seed said under the influence again, so apparently she was out of it again at whatever point she went live yesterday. There were so many lives. Wow. She looks like a prune. A prune who has a hot date with Nader Al-Shami. I think she's seeing him again. Did she do the glitter eyeshadow really with anybody but him? And the way she's acting so cocky again, I don't know. I'm like 80% sure they're talking. Anyway, she looks like a prune that's a hooker. Yes. Queen Jellybean said, just because we're fat, we still have to eat. If YouTube demonetizes us, that's discrimination. Foodie, YouTube isn't telling you that you can't eat. They're telling you that no one needs to see you eat, and they aren't going to pay you to eat. Hope that helps. I mean, there's people that you know that they're drinking on YouTube and they have something in their cup, and those videos are fine, right? Like the lolcow people. For the most part, they drink on streams and stuff like that. What's against terms, having a drink is not against terms of service. Being shit-faced, falling over, putting yourself in dangerous situations, like that's against terms of service. It is. So, I mean, alcoholics, I mean, people still have to drink. What are we supposed to do if we can't drink alcohol? You drink water. You have to eat, but you don't have to eat for a family of 12. You know, this photo is horrifying to me, and I hate it every time I see it, but I had to see it, so you guys had to see it too. Miriam said Chini actually thinks she didn't get demonetized because she isn't fat like the others. She really thinks it's because she is not as big. She's like 50 pounds away from being that big. It's not. I guess since she was on her best behavior yesterday, we'll let her think, it's because she's not as big as those girls. King said, it's pretty privilege. Haters, your filters could never. She made herself look like a hijabi Bratz doll. Do you see it? You see it, right? She does not look like this. And she gave herself that little lip lift thing. Like a Bratz housewife. No, a Syrian housewife. Is it haram to get Botox? I don't know. Wow. It looks like she escaped a mental facility, or she's on like one of those like adult daycares, where they take you out for a little bit each day. And she's 41. It's haram. Foodie is over on her live screaming about discrimination. Oh lordy, Bubbles and Cheek said. And Queen Jellybean said, Foodie said the reason QLR and ALR got demonetized and she did not is because they're both over 500 pounds and that YouTube looks at her channel and sees that she's smaller and says, meh, whatever. Talk about Delulu. Wow. I can't even be. This is so bad. I can't be mean. I can't be mean. Imagine doing this to yourself where you look like a potato that escaped the psych ward and is very cold, so it needs a beanie on its head, like a tater tot. This is so bad. Anyways, you're not much smaller than the girls, so if they're going based on weight, Chantal, you're going to be next. Oh, Silly said she's in Canada. It's my best guess. She should really shut the fuck up, though, but she won't. She'll yell, do your worst, YouTube. I wipe my butt with your terms of service. That would very much be something that Chantal said. Look at how small a deer looks beside her, which is wild. Hey, goodbye, Breezy in chat. Have to report to duty. I'm sorry I missed you. Hey, Nicole. Have a safe day and a good day. God bless you, Anne. Is she special? I don't know. Lori showed that Foodie went live again, titled, I Got a Good Cat Name. I still don't know what the cat's name is. Yesterday it was BG13, but I don't know if it's different today. Nora Lynn said, so she clearly ordered 2 meals and ate one before going on camera because there are 2 cranberry sauces and 2 gravies and 1 meal. I mean, she didn't get her size by eating 3 carrots a day, so there's that. Are we surprised that she got 2 meals and is only showing 1? I mean, we've seen her whip out a backup sandwich from underneath the table. So, I don't know. Oh, here's Rosie. Gee, wonder who that was. Let me see what this is.
Chantal is weirdly lucky. You are correct. Like, I will say that. I was talking to I can't say Rosie, shut the fuck up. I was talking to somebody and we both were like, I can't believe she's still monetized. It's crazy. But Chantal is weirdly lucky.
Well, didn't you hear, Rosie? It's because she's not as big as you. So take that how you want to. Miss Morgan said, even Quirky knows something is up. I seriously believe the theory that there's a feeder that works at YouTube or for YouTube, whatever. I believe that in my soul. Sultan said, no wonder she's suddenly finding God again and preaching about change. One, she treats God as her magic genie that's going to grant her wishes if she's good and smite people she hates. Two, she's going to cry Islamophobia when YouTube comes for her channel. I think she's definitely hiding behind Islam. I think she hides behind them for many reasons. So reaction channels can't talk about her. So people can't be mean to her out in public, even though she's rude and crude. For employment reasons, she can cry discrimination. She just uses Islam. Salt and Sauce said, Salah better be reinforcing the gates at his home if he doesn't want her back there. She's probably already looking at airline tickets in case her channel is demonetized. He better tell her to start privating shit and to knock off eating. I mean, doesn't he have a new wife to think of? Damn You Kid said she already said that if the Foodie channel gets demonetized, she's going to use the couples channel. Let's see how that plays out. So wouldn't that be bannovating in some way? Like she was demonetized on one channel, but she's going to another to make money. Wouldn't that be against terms of service? Salt and Sauce said, oh, chinny chin chins, YouTube is going to huff and puff and blow your house down soon. Oh, well, I can't see. Where did their Twitter go? Well, that sucked. Anyways, I was walking this morning before I went live. Now I have over 4,000 steps. Wookie, it has over 6,000, but Wookie walks dogs. So maybe I need to take up dog walking. I'll just stay walking and I'll get skinny while also getting to hang out with everybody's dogs. That sounds like a good time. Not that I'm fat. I think what I want to be is toned. Does that make sense? I'm not overweight, but I want people to look at me and know that I work out. Like, I don't just want to be deflated looking like the girls. Yup said, can anyone explain why ALR and QLR got demonetized, but Glitter and Lasers, Hungry Fat Chick, and Foodie Beauty weren't? Seems sporadic. Glitter and Lasers and Hungry Fat Chick still have the thanks option, so appears they're still monetized. I don't know, other than it's bound to happen with Foodie. We just have to be a little more patient. This is funny to me. Two-Tailed said, crazy how it takes an AI prompt to make someone show a genuine looking smile and not look dead behind the eyes when they're next to Foodie. Lest we forget, so this is supposedly her AI photo she did. She created an AI boyfriend that just happens to be like a singer and an actor, and he's married. But this is Salah after spending time with Chantal. This is BB after spending some time with Chantal. This is Pete's after spending years and years and years with Chantal. She sucks the soul out of them. Look. I mean, these resemble prison mugshots. Right? Like, I don't know. That's bad. My boyfriend's smiling in every picture we have together. Where's your husband, Chantal? Laura Lynn said Chantal refusing to name the cat and saying that she doesn't need one is proof she has no intention of ever taking her to a vet. Even when I do a trap and release, every cat has to have a name. How can a vet set up a new patient visit with a name without a name? I cannot stand this asshole. It is true when you're setting up a patient's chart. Even when you're putting it on paper or into the computer, you need a name. I feel like most of us know that. You don't even have to have worked at a vet before. When you go in, what's the first thing they ask you? What's your animal's name, right? And people are already thinking her cat's in heat because they hear her crying out. She's 5 months old. I can't stand this woman. Foodie, part of taking accountability and saying you're sorry is changed behavior. Do the right thing by the cat this time. This is like your opportunity, right? Like, I feel like you have a lot of eyes on you right now. Yesterday, you shocked a lot of people with how you handled the FFG stuff. Do the right thing by the kitten. Give her a name, take her to the vet, get her spayed. Frosty Toe says FFG is by far the worst reactor to ever come into Girl World. Not only did they touch the poo, but they also stalk and harass the cows. FFG has an obsession with Chantal that I've never seen. FFG has ruined Girl World and the reactionary community. I think we're getting our community back, though. It doesn't feel as heavy. It doesn't.
What's French fried Gunt saying besides ignoring everything she claims to stand? Actually, don't even tell me what that bitch is saying. She's fucking irrelevant. I don't know why she keeps trying to fucking insert herself. She needs to go back to smoking her marijuana, pretending to care about animals, making up boyfriends. Like, bitch, go get high on cholesterol and mind your fucking business. This has nothing to do with you.
I'm going.
All right. Will he make it?
Oh, she's saying I'm drunk, bitch. I'm high. You would know about that because you literally get high all day and fuck up your dogs. You literally
Friendly reminder, they're best friends these days.
sit there smoking your weed and you're fucking
Uh-huh.
while your dogs are in the corner coughing and saying, help me, please. But you know, Chantel's live, too busy to assist.
Uh-huh.
5 minutes.
Rest in peace, BBJ. Guarantee you, Frenchie fucking put that cat on the goddamn grill.
Wow.
I don't want your audience. So it's like Frenchie.
You do want her audience. That's why you're sucking up to her now. But how could she even be friends with you after you said these things about her and her dogs? Did you forget what you said and how you really felt about her? Interesting. Ashley said that sounds like a horse clip clopping on pavement. I guess years of unhinging your jaw for massive bites of food will do that to you. And Alex Ashok said the jaw clicking is getting so much worse. Her jaw is severely misaligned. I wouldn't be surprised if she's talking one day and can't close her mouth. She'll be the first person to gain weight while having lockjaw. She's losing her bite. She has all this space in her mouth because she's lost teeth and she hasn't gone to the dentist for them to put in a cap or some sort of filler, right? So your teeth move constantly. Like your teeth are moving, right? So like even, I don't know. They say if you lose a tooth or whatever, go to the dentist right away. They'll put something in there so your teeth don't shift. And if your teeth shift too much, you can lose your bite. A lot of problems happen when that occurs. But she has all this space where she's lost teeth and her teeth are shifting.
Holiday season, but I don't know how to describe it. But yeah, every year, holiday season, but I don't know how to describe.
That is horrible. This is Foodie being the size of a baby elephant. Again, she thinks she's not as big as Rosie. I mean, she's like 50 pounds away. Queen Jellybean said, Foodie said the reason QLR and ALR got demonetized and she did not is because they're both over 500 pounds. You're almost there. I have never seen anyone almost the size of an elephant. That's wild. This is Amberlynn having a Snickers in bingo. She snuck it in. Look at it underneath her mini backpack. I mean, times are desperate if you're sneaking in your Snickers to bingo. I would have snuck in alcohol at one point, though, if I was a bingo person. I would have got a 7-Eleven big gulp cup and put some sort of liquid in it. But then mainly that shit would have been alcohol. That's what I would have been doing. This is what Rosie should be doing. What is that? Do I want to know? It almost looks like she's giving birth to something. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I got nothing left in me after seeing that. That was terrible. That was absolutely terrible. Cabone said, what do you get when you guzzle down sweets? Eating as much as an elephant. Oh, I was singing it as what would you do if your kids were at home? But you were doing the Oompa Loompa line. What do you get when you guzzle down sweets? The dog. Where? He's very cute. Yabba said, what are we watching when all the fats are gone? Get some ideas. Toki said we just continue to watch reactors go after each other. Tweet T said the same fatties on Patreon and Twitch. That's an option. Opossum of Bliss said, I remember watching Katie. Now I watch police body cams and court zooms. Ramyun said, I don't think they'll ever leave. Just look at Shani and Rev. The girls will learn how to beg for money in real time and perform fake drama for the money. Jocelyn said, anything recent with QLR? Also, legend has it that Amberlynn went to bingo after Twonk's surgery. Yes, and she snuck in a Snickers. Sib said, I've gone the complete opposite and end of spectrum to gym bros and outdoor challenges, travel adventures. So bizarre. MDub said, exactly. I feel like I'm the only one that doesn't want them demonetized. Don't you kind of feel a little sick of the same cycles? I mean, it's been interesting, and there's definitely times that are interesting, but maybe we need new people to talk about. This isn't necessarily a bad thing, is what I'm trying to say. Cats, don't fence me, and said there's a whole community of people who buy silicone lifelike babies and toddler dolls and pretend they're real. Like, put them in car seats and take them to McDonald's real. No, thank you. Joanna said FFG's demise. Yes, I will be watching that. Michelle said the cockroach Chantel is still standing. It will take a nuclear bomb going off to stop Foodie from collecting coins on the internet. What I do know is Chantel will never really go away. If she's demonetized, she's gone to other platforms before. That's just what she'll do again. I was thinking City High. Oh, my brain just automatically went to that instead of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Alexa said, if you think the other girls are going to allow Foodie to keep being vile while they're not, it's going to be the wild, wild west out here in these YouTube streets. I'm kind of excited. I don't know. It's been very boring and dry. Let it be the wild, wild west. Let's see what happens. This is just proof that you can send super thanks to Hungry Fat Chick. So she's not demonetized. Maybe she just didn't monetize the video they had clicked on. I mean, that's an option. Chris Feldman is fighting with Forwick, who people say is really April. I don't know about all that. Aaron says it's not. Aaron is usually right. But what I do know is Chris is now fighting with Forwick. It seems like everybody's fighting with Chris. Nikocato's looking for a girlfriend on Facebook. I don't know. Apparently him and Orlin aren't working out. He says, I'm Nick, 33, single and looking for a girlfriend. There. I said it. And honestly, it feels good to say it out loud. After everything I've been through this past year and few years, LOL, I'm finally ready to open my heart again. And I'm not ashamed of it. No matter what a few loud voices might try to say. As many of you know, I was with a man for many years. That was a real chapter in my life, and I'll never pretend it didn't shape me. But lately I felt a pull, a curiosity, a quiet voice saying it's time for something different, something softer, something new. And the truth is, I won't know what path is right unless I actually try. I just keep thinking about building a life with a beautiful woman, someone with a beautiful soul, a warm heart, and a gentle way of seeing the world. Some people are already in my comments saying I shouldn't look for love on Facebook. But why not? My past relationships started on Facebook. Half my family met their partners here. A bunch of my close friends found their true love online. There's nothing embarrassing about it. Love doesn't care where it finds you, and none of us should feel ashamed for searching for happiness in the places that feel natural. So I'm putting myself out there, right here, right now. If you're reading this and you think we might get along, if we share similar interests, if you're kind, sweet, grounded, and looking for something real, I'll be checking the comments. Life is meant to be celebrated, and a connection is meant to be embraced. And to the people telling me I shouldn't do this or that, I'm not letting hate or negativity bring me down. I'm in the healthiest, happiest place I've been in years. This is my life, my heart, my journey, and I get to choose the next chapter. Here's to new beginnings. Here's to love. Hopefully the right woman sees this. I'm rooting for him. I'm not that right woman, but she's out there, but I'm rooting for him. And he plays the violin. If you like to listen to somebody play the violin, there you go. And if you don't mind some of the choices that he's made before and a little poop on the bed, you should be fine. Nikocado definitely trying to pull another got you like when he hit his weight loss, but that's what this year on the gays turning straight. First Milo Yiannopoulos and now Nikocado. What's in the water? I don't know. It's almost like I hate saying this because people will take it the wrong way, but it's almost like being gay and trans and stuff like that became like this trend, and everybody said that they were, whether they, I believe he's bisexual, okay? I believe that. But maybe it was just at a different point in his life, and now he wants to try life with a woman and whatever. I mean, I'm rooting for him. I don't know much about him. I tuned out when him and Orlin were hitting each other with flip-flops. I remember he used to have a bird and a sloth, I think, and it bit him. I watched him a little bit when he was vegan, and then it got weird when he wasn't anymore. That's the best way I could describe it. I just remember rolling on the floor with flaming hot Cheetos, hitting their partner with sandals. I don't know. It was weird. You've literally seen, I heard it's very, what's the right word I can use on YouTube? Open. I don't know. I've heard that. I do not want to see it, nor do I want to. No, I'm not going to search for it. I don't want to see it. I'm still traumatized by this Cyrax video that was sent to me. I don't want to see anything else open. And no. Oh, Silly It's Lily said, Quirky Loves Rosie has a plan B, y'all. Warning, jump scare. This fabulous episode was brought by Pulpy Syntax. Huh. She looks good in a collar. Like she was meant to wear it or something. I don't know. One item 50% off with code quirky. adamandeve.com. I will pass. One day, this anonymous account sent me the type of content that QLR does from Chatterbait. That's something also I still haven't recovered from. It involves a whole fist, and I don't understand why. Like, how is that? Just how? Anyways, Kristen said, it's basic mac and cheese, and you had a recipe, ma'am. You cannot cook. I know you love to do it, but you are swimming against the current. Oh.
I dare these reaction channels to look at me and tell me I can't cook with this on my plate.
Oh my gosh. Do you also flex your boxed macaroni and cheese? Let me tell you, I have an instant cup of Velveeta and shells, the little one you put in the microwave for 3.5 minutes. I'm going to flex on everybody later and be like, have you ever seen these mac and shells? Have you ever seen anything as cheesy as this? Like, I heated it up. YouTube, after cutting off QLR's monetization.
Fuck out of here.
What is this? QLR totally not bothered by demonetization, even though she wrote essays and memorized the time she was informed by YouTube, but she's not sweating it at all. Who's
Honestly,
this?
the
Tiny
honestly,
Blue?
the demonetization happened at like 2:17 p.m. and
Jewel.
Honestly, the demonetization happened at like 2:17 p.m. and
That's insane.
She dry bags enough as it is anyway.
Honestly, like, I haven't even really cried about it, which I just didn't expect. I'm definitely not manic. I don't deal with mania. I'm motivated. That's definitely it.
Are you sure?
It's something.
She dry.
It's always something with Rosie.
So tell me, Roz, how does it feel to know that your shit got taken down before Chantel's? I just want to know, what does it feel like that YouTube thinks your shit's more egregious than Chantel's? what kind of self-reflection is that going to cause you to have? Because if YouTube came over to my channel and was like, nah, bitch, we're shutting your shit down, but Chantel over here she's gold, I would be like, you know what? I have a lot of self-reflecting to do. Because if that woman can walk away scot-free and my stuff is somehow toxic, I gotta go. I'm just saying.
She
Honestly,
probably does make a lot with her feeder stuff. She probably does. All right, let's keep going. Hold on. I'm scared to click out of here. Haha. No, wait, I'm still in. Listen, egghead. Anyways, I don't know what this is. The moment when you can no longer make your weekly purchase of enough ketchup to keep a school cafeteria stocked for a month. She's scary when she's mad.
thank you for letting me know, Melissa.
Once the fan started going and blowing and then her shirt was dancing to the music as she looks like an angry potato, it was just a lot. Rosie, I would just never be mad again if I were you. It's not a good look. It's actually kind of scary. This is Chantel's meal again that I don't believe was actually cooked, but whatever. Norlin said, in my life, I've never seen anyone pick up food with their fingers and then push it onto a fork. And I've worked led extensively with toddlers. This eye makeup is crazy. I don't know. When I'm having a bad day, I'm just gonna play this. It was really. I'm gonna do it one more time. I don't care. Hold on. We need the mad silence.
Thank you for letting me know, Melissa.
This is my favorite thing to exist on the internet. It just is. God is a woman screaming in the background. Have you heard of the Muffs? They're a good time. I had a really good time listening to them today. I listened to Sad Tomorrow, which the lyrics are very sad, but the song seems happy. I don't know. I really enjoy that song, or Really, Really Happy by the Muffs. It's from 2004. Anyways, Polka Dot Planet said, Girl World right now as YouTube rampages through it. Good thing Foodie is just a harmless, cute cat channel. Right? Good thing. She should be just fine, right? With everything going on, her channel should just be A-okay. Her content definitely isn't worse than ALR's or Rosie's. Miss Anthrop said, why? I just can't look away. Same. I need to see how this shit show ends. And honestly, I'm hoping she rages soon because I need to see a gaming chair raging at somebody. Oh my gosh. Debbie's World said, you're next, Foodie. You better hop on Tinder and find yourself another Middle Eastern romance scammer man before it's too late. TikTok, TikTok. At one point, she could have found any sort of man or romance scam. Guess I should say she could have got any scammer, right? She made a good chunk of money. She still had hair, but now, I mean, what can she honestly get? Holly Go Heavy said, you can tell Foodie is void of personality. When left alone, there's no one to mimic. This bullshit ideation is Uncle Phil regurgitation with a little Muslim TikTok. She's hopeless.
Why do I feel the need to flee. Like,
I know, because you refuse to go to therapy, and a therapist is more than likely going to tell you that you refuse to like address your own issues and concerns. That's why you ended up the way you did in Syria. It's why you ended up the way you did in Kuwait. It's why you ended up the way you did in Thailand. It's why you end up the way you did in Cuba. Like, it's the reason why you keep running away is because you're literally trying to run away from yourself, and that is impossible. You run away from yourself every night when you shove a fistful of gummies down your throat. Like,
True.
you do not like yourself, Chantal. You don't know how to deal with yourself. You don't know how to like process your own bullshit, and you refuse to get the help to do so. I don't know how anyone can watch Chantal and that not be the answer.
why do I feel the need to flee? Like,
I think she was fed a lot of things by her aunt. How many times has a mom or an aunt in your life told you, don't chase him? When you chase the man, it makes them run even further. You know, just live your life and and once you act uninterested, they'll come back to you. Her aunt definitely gave her that talk, which is why she's like, oh no, I'm never going back to Syria. It would have never worked out anyways. Remember at the time the guy wanted me to fly to Croatia and start a family with him? This is only going to last a few days, okay? Now, people were saying Chantal sat on her cat. She told a story. By the way, QLR's super duper membership is $35. $35 gets everything in both prior tiers, plus a once a month phone call, Discord call, audio call from a social media site from me for a minimum of 10 minutes. We can talk about whatever you like. I can answer any questions, give any advice, or just get to know more about you. So you're working a sex hotline now? That's what this is giving. Once a month, they could get off with you. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's what it sounds like. You're a phone sex operator on Patreon now? Where is this clip of, hold on, it's going to drive me nuts until I find it. Anyway, Chantal told a story of how she sat on her cat and she was laughing about it. But there's no way that's possible. If a 500-pound object landed on a small kitten, it would not survive that. But I don't understand why anybody would also lie about that. Oh, here it is. Said the kitten sat on the kitten. Sat on her. Where did it go? I hear it. Oh my God, I lost it. Hold on. I had it and then I scrolled on accident and I don't know which direction. Well, we're going to hope it's up here somewhere. Nope. Does the kitten have a name yet? Yesterday it was BG13. But I don't know if she's changed it. Hold on. I need to find the video. It was there in front of me. And then I scrolled. And I don't know what direction I think it was this way. Yes. Haha. Don't go anywhere, eyelash.
I sat on her. I got to be really careful. She didn't even cry. I sat on her and I went, oh, and it like I got up and she just was like, meow, normal. What the hell is wrong with you? Are you a freak of nature? Were you in Chernobyl? You hear her burn? She loves
Why is she so mean to her cat?
the abuse, the insults because they're in terms of endearment.
Calling him a freak of nature?
Oh, you sweet bush. You want to see her?
Do you believe she actually sat on her cat? Or do you think it's just one of the weird stories she tells hoping that she sounds quirky and funny? Or she's trying to convince us she doesn't weigh that much. There's no way that kitten would have survived her landing on it. Tone said, I've got a feeling that Foodie is a little nervous about her possible future right now. Maybe uploading that yuck bang was a bad idea. By the way, she looks like a giant blood clot in this costume. God, I hope she gets demonetized. She does. If you know, you know, and that's all I'm going to say. Hey, Agua, I became invested the day she tested her sugar in Kuwait. She's become the crush I can't look away from because we may never see this again. Karma. Thank you so much for the super chat. This is true. a lot of times it's better than anything on TV. When shit really pops off, we may never see this again. So let's be invested and watch karma happen in real time and see her get her consequences. It's been years in the making. Anyways, I think that's all I have for right now. Thank you for the super chat, Agua. I'm going to search the Foodie Beauty hashtag one more time and see if there's anything we need to see this second. Somebody's pita or tortillas. I wonder why this keeps me addicted. Probably because it turns to sugar in your body. Oh, Silly said, Foodie wants a medal for keeping her apartment clean, you weirdo. Oh, yeah, she was proud that her mom came over and didn't have anything to clean yet. I think it's probably because she doesn't have anything yet, but whatever, we'll give her the win. She's not living as disgusting as she usually does. Oh, wait. All right, let's see. How Rarity really went missing? This is a joke. I find Amber vile for what she actually did. Oh my gosh. Poor Rarity. Anyways, I mean, that I believe, sadly. I could see that happening. Thank you so much, Agua, for the super chat. Thank you to my amazing mods and Breezy Bunch members. If Foodie does anything and I could pop on, I will definitely snipe. If for some reason I leave the house or something comes up, we'll recap it. Tomorrow morning, I will be live every morning this week. I might do a Saturday night stream because I will be kid-free. And I feel like I should utilize the time. And so I might yap at you guys for an hour. We'll see how that goes. But I love you guys. Go do something productive. I know for me, I am going to go move my ass. That is what I'm going to do. I've been on this kick, you guys. If I can recommend anything to you, do all your housework when you first wake up in the morning, because then you can kind of have the day to do stuff you actually want to get done. Oftentimes I feel like when I'm doing everybody else's laundry and whatever else, like I don't feel like it when it comes to me. Like I'm just like, fuck, I'll do my laundry tomorrow. But anyways, I've been doing everything in the morning. And so during the day while my child's at school, I can work out. I can go live and talk to you guys. I can bake. Well, okay, that's not going to happen, but I could pretend. Anyways, I love you guys. Have a great day, great evening, wherever you are. Hey, Aluminum. Nicole, did I say hi to you too? I'm sorry. And I will see you in the next live stream. Goodbye, everybody.